Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on a map called Blossoming Valley. And up in the north position of that map, we have the blue Gile Stealth, which is none other than Lift Truck. So he was in the World Series. You may remember his games or not. Down in the south position, we have the red player. So he's playing as the China Vanilla, so a very, very tough matchup here for the China. This is a low semi. Which is otherwise known as a player called RaDaR, although I believe he's called on Discord Nicative or Nicative, something like that. So probably playing undercover here against the possible stronger player, which I guess is Lift Truck is the favorite here. And he's also got the stronger army, so definitely got it in for a challenge. I would say low semi or RaDaR. Yeah, there was a bit of talk on the forums lately about who are the top 16 players in 2 versus 2. And a few people give their opinion, and I gave my list, and Lift Truck didn't make my top 16 in 2v2, just because I haven't seen him win many 2v2 challenges, or I don't think I've even seen him win any 2v2 challenges, actually, apart from I got linked a few after I gave my my list. And because Lift Truck didn't make it into my top 16, he took offense to it, and now there's always jokes about is he in the top 16 or not. But I think there's a bit of confusion about whether he's in the top 16 players in terms of 1v1 or team games, because they're both very, very different. And the top 16 in team games are actually pretty solid when you include like the likes of Excal and DK Crazy and Ammo and all these kind of people. Mamo actually becomes pretty tough. That's a mistake there from low semi, not finishing his 98% supply. Move the dozer, and he's given away scrap there as well, so there should have been a scrap deny, and he also definitely should have finished that supply rather than leaving it on 98%, because that means now you have to risk your only other dozer now to finish off that supply. Yeah, it's always funny when you give top 16 lists, or if you give a top 5, or if you give any opinion, you're always going to offend someone, even if it's the most accurate list of all time, which is never going to be, because it's always personal opinions, but it's always funny that it always upsets someone no matter how hard you try. Technical coming in again from Lift Truck. Don't really like this because it's completely suicided, and I don't even think he'll get another truck here. And he also risked there being no mines there. He's trying to control fire over, and he's actually doing some good damage. Almost gets himself a truck, but that would have been a waste, because if there was mines there, which a lot of pro players will do mines there, because it completely protects your dozer then in this corner. Well, I mean, the dozer's gone out to the right, but it shouldn't really be there, should it? It should be on the left. A civilian there just got run over by a flame tank, so low semi here committing the war crimes. And what he should actually do here is drive forward with that outpost, and should have evac'd and gone inside of there. That building probably still would have died to the tunnel and a quad pop, but he's just lost the tank hunters there for nothing. Hijacker coming in on the right side, and the Gats and the outpost deny it. Quads on the left side are going to stop these flamers. Always difficult when there's a bunker and a civilian on the floor drunk. It's always a problem to push into stealth tunnels and quads, because quads, tunnels, and bunkers just pretty much wreck everything that China Vanilla can make until like Infernos and all that kind of stuff come out. Got an ivy tree or something growing on the side of that building. Tank Hunter's getting to get inside of this bunker. He's flaming down this bunker a little bit, but he also is dishing out some damage on these quads. As long as he kills like 1 or 2 quads there, that's quite an okay engagement, because he did lose like 1 or 2 units. But the China at this point is on 3 war factories, and I've got a bit of experience myself playing GLA against China on this map. And when he gets on 3 supplies and starts spamming the outposts and the Gats from 3 war factories, it can overrun your quads, because you've got 3 war factories against generally 1 or 2 arms dealers, so you can get outspammed by like 50%. He's coming in with a hijacker on this last dozer, but the last dozer is being protected. There's no mines, but the dozer is being protected by Gats and outposts. Bit of a quad pop here. There's not an insane amount of quads, but there's still a decent amount, and there's one of them is Vet 1, which will dish out that extra bit of damage. No mines anywhere from low semi. He's now dropping down a barracks. He is collecting on all of them. Yeah, he's collecting on all trucks. Just thought the army might be a little bit bigger, but I suppose it's because he's having to keep part of his army there If he had a few flamers and then bring all them gats and outposts now as well, he would be able to push through that, I think. Lift truck is continuing the spam on the 2 arms dealers. I do think this is probably a map, a contender to make 3 arms dealers, because you need to keep up that quad spam to compete with the amount of gats, because it's highly likely you're going to see 3 war factories. Yeah, you see what the Dozer Hunt has done? Just hitting one of the Dozers now has actually made him so scared about it. He's kept all his units there, building his CC more prematurely than he normally would. You can use that to your advantage. Lift truck now going to get himself an oil. Only collecting on 4 workers on his main, but I think it's just because he's pulled 1 off. Not in a dirty way. He's just pulled it off his supply line. Okay, that's a beautiful flamer. That is a really beautiful flamer, because there you're going to damage the quads, you're going to kill the oil, and you're going to kill his bunker. And the quads can't really fire back at it, so he's just going to have to sacrifice that oil. Low Semi wants to also get his own oil. Lift truck going in for a counter-attack, but actually attacking that CC. It's got a lot of HP. No reaction yet from Low Semi. He's sending his gas back. He has the chain guns, so he's going to dish out a load of damage on these quads. It's like the AP bullets equivalent, or AP ammo equivalent for the gats, and he's going to shred a load of quads here. If he does shred a load of quads here, which he's probably going to do, like, why would you sacrifice all of your quads there to kill a CC? It doesn't make any sense. Because without them quads, you're going to lose a ton of map control, because these gats can now just close down any tunnel position, and with the chains, you can, yeah, just close in on tunnels and just shred them, even though they dish out little damage to buildings. So yeah, so far so good. Ooh, did miss that. He's actually hijacked the Dozer, and he is building a power now. It's all very compact here, though, so if there's a level 3, which he is level 3, carpet and artillery straight down the middle there. It would be beautiful to do it just directly down the middle, carpet and artillery all in the center there. You'd get the power, you get the supply, and maybe even the arms dealer as well. Only 3 workers there, and only 3 workers there from Lift Truck. It's amazing how many times I'm saying that throughout games, all the way through the World Series, and even in just random replays all the time. If you want to be in the top 16, you've got to build more than 3 workers on your main, on your second, and on your third. He's got 4 there. That one is collecting, I believe, yeah. Okay, so China is in a phenomenal position. If I was in China's position here, which I'd be super, super happy to be playing this, he's also expanded out the front. Like, I'm struggling to see a way the stealth can do very well now, because if the China Vanilla just makes napalm MiGs now, that counters the buses and buggies, which is probably going to be buses, but it counters those. And then the gats and the outposts can deal with quads. Yeah, the problem is that's a massively bad engagement there for Low Semi. In fact, he's going to lose everything there for absolutely no gain whatsoever. He whole modes a battle burst, but he's lost everything. That's a really, really poor move there from Low Semi. Palace gets taken down by the carpet and artillery. There's actually no workers anymore, because there is carpet bomb is hit there. That could potentially have been a bad engagement as well. With the help of that building and these 2 tunnels, there could have been another quad pop there with a battle burst as well. Personally, what I would have liked to have seen is him wait for the napalm mix, and maybe even like 1 ECM, since he's getting the prop as well, and then push, because then you can strike with the napalm mix as well as when you're fighting on the ground. But he is still having lots of success here with the China Vanilla. Starting the flame wall on the palace. It's going to scare off those quads. A lot of RPGs here popped as well. RPGs getting taken out. Palace has been completely reset now. But Lift Truck is constantly building all of his buildings together. I think it's pretty well known on the forums that Lift Truck has been getting plenty of coaching off Fargo, and I think he chooses blue when he wants to harness his inner Fargo, which we have said before. And then when he loses a few games, he changes his color from blue, I think, to purple, maybe to gain his inner X-Scal or something like that. This sneaky tunnel here from Lift Truck is pretty decent. Put the RPGs back inside of there now, and then keep the worker moving forward, and then it's a completely invisible position. If you keep the RPGs there, it just reveals the position of where the tunnel's going to be. But again now, he's pushing with GATs straight into tunnels. But without MiG support. Where's the MiGs? The MiGs coming now. Ooh. Okay, no napalm, but still actually quite a nice-ish hit. But like 2 quads there, I believe. Yeah, lift truck is not having that much success, actually. Another sneaky tunnel over on the right. The power is still in play. Would like that to be hit next by the carpet or artillery. Does he know now about this sneaky tunnel? He should do, because you can see that worker moving. And he's actually going to send 2 weak GATs into that tunnel. Lift truck should be getting the cash bounty. Yeah, he is. Another sneaky tunnel over on the right. I hope that carpet's now on the power. Yeah, some of these tunnels are going to cause some problems, I'm sure. It'd be nice for lift truck to get a pop, especially a GPS scrambled pop, on those MiGs as they're going to land. Low semi needs to be building more MiGs. Okay to keep drip feeding these GATs, I think. Just 1 or 2 extra units from the war factory every now and again, but I think the priority is to get 1 more airfield at least. And the MiGs need to be circling with this army, so when this army comes up against the battle bus pop, the MiGs come in straight away. Yeah, he's not looking on the right. He sees this worker, so he's aware there could be something. He's building a Gatling there as well. The carpet did come in and cause some damage. It has killed the power, we can see that. But lift truck is now building up the market. To say building up, he's only got 2 actually. But he can build them super quick with the... Oh no, he hasn't got power anymore. Okay. So he would have been able to if he'd kept that power, but... Yeah, what some people do is when they capture the doze, they'll build 2 powers. They'll build like 1 there and 1 there to spread out the risk and to ensure that you have power for a longer amount of time. You definitely want to have them MiGs now circling here, because lift truck's going to be forced to pop. You need the MiGs there. ECM also needs to be a little bit closer forward. But either way, he's gaining ground. There's another army coming, and lift truck is in immense trouble. Is he going to be able to hold this at all? Where are the MiGs? The battle bus gets locked down. But whilst they're busy with the battle bus, these quads and tunnels are able to get free damage. The MiGs are nowhere to be seen. But I don't think it matters, though. Lift truck is just getting steamrolled by chain gun GATs. MiGs now coming in. He does have napalm now. But they've hit at the wrong time because they've just killed the tunnel. But you want to ideally kill at least 1 or 2 units with it as well. That army now has been cleared up. Or going to be cleared up. And this left side has been broken through. Quads do have AP ammo now. Three of those, I think, are GPS scrambled, or 2 of them. Yeah, you want to stop him collecting there at the very minimum, because that's the main reason you push there, is to stop them workers collecting, but he's currently left it. Another wave of GATs coming in, but I think the China just has so much stuff. Some of these little decisions, just pushing into bad locations, don't matter so much, because he just has so much. But you can see, though, he is losing a lot, despite these massive advantages. Yeah, he is losing a ton. And if lift truck gets to level 5 and Anthrax, you can be throwing. Well, I consider this would be a throw. This would be a throw if he loses this. This should be 100% a China win. Too many times the armies have been going into these lines of tunnels and just not supported properly by the MiGs. He's actually making Infernos, but without GATs and ECMs by that, they're not so useful. 1 battle bus will counter all of those with ease. Mine drop in front of the tunnel. Carpet bomb comes in. I don't know if it'll kill anything, though. Down to the hole, but it's all going to be rebuilt and repaired. And now there's a GPS quad attack on the right. And those same 2 workers are still collecting when he could have just camped that. He could have just literally stayed there instead of pushing into that tunnel. Yeah, and this is the problem. Now you've wasted all the army on the tunnels and stuff. Susceptible now to counterattacks. And if he gets level 5, like Anthrax bomb in the middle, sneak attack in the back, whilst the MiGs are there or something, and all of a sudden that's GG. It's such a fragile position to be in as the China. Yeah, and lift truck is building up the market count. MiGs coming in. That quad is GPS though, so it can't be targeted now until it starts firing. But low semi's now got to be thinking, There has to be a tunnel somewhere on the right. Could just send a flamer over there to try and find it, and then whenever there's a pop, come in with the MiGs. It's all about the timing of the MiGs. The MiGs has to stay with the army. Wherever you're going to force him to pop, the MiGs need to strike immediately. Because that's like when they're concentrated. If he pops from there, all the army's concentrated in one place. The fire damage will do area of effect damage, and you can just wipe out everything in one go. All about the timing. And so far, it's been a little bit off for my liking. Artillery now coming in. There's another massive wave coming in. He has built up the GATs and ECMs again to protect these Infernos. The MiGs are now kind of circling with the army. EMP comes in, disables the CC, and the Palace and the Arms Dealer. Those Infernos now dishing out some massive damage in combination. The MiGs still circling. I personally would still leave them circling on guard air mode. Comes in now, hits the battle bus. This is a perfect timing now, but the battle bus from the back is going to try to hit these Infernos. The battle bus is not entirely full, but it is still killing Infernos nonetheless. But I think lift truck might be done, actually. Counter-attacks here from lift truck. He is harassing in the middle. Here comes the Anthrax bomb, and that whole army could get wiped. That's a deadly Anthrax bomb, and he's getting all the cash from that as well, lift truck. This is actually quite a nice game. But yeah, lift truck still collecting on one worker over on the left. A bit confused about that, to be honest. I mean, sometimes what I used to do if I was playing on Revora or the old CNC Online GameSpy servers, you'd always play to the level of what you think you are facing. So if you come under come across an unknown guy called Low Semi, then you may think the level is going to be super, super low, and you may not be fully focusing, you may have not warmed up, and you may just go straight into the game. To be collecting on one worker in the whole game, that's not top 16 material, I'm sorry. It could be he's just playing to the level that he thought. Maybe he didn't prepare or didn't warm up or something for this, I don't know. Not focusing, 100% tired or whatever, I don't know. Okay, look at this. It's about time we had a decent MiG strike. It's exactly what the doctor ordered, and that's what we got. It's finally some decent amount of workers up in the top left. That one's mined out. 2 ECMs just chilling in the base. Both players are level 5 now. Quad's in the middle, still trying to harass. That one's pretty much mined out. That quad has now stepped on the mines. Still, though, that tunnel needs dealing with. Just one flamer. Oh, he's just in a cash shack. One flamer from here, just over there, and you will take out that tunnel and stop any form of aggression on them trucks. It'll definitely be worth it. Yeah, these ECMs are just getting sniped to death, so eventually he's going to be able to make some rebels and just go inside of there. Here comes another carpet bomb, though, and those workers that have finally just been made up are now going to get carpet, and might even cancel that market. But watch his cash. Oh, no. It's on the other market, anyway. Okay, so a bit of a China army now here for lift truck. But he's on so little cash, though, and the China's still collecting from the mid. Makes take out this tunnel on the left, kind of. Lift truck needs to have a legendary sneak attack. Needs to get the radar scan ability, and then needs to get a decent sneak on the MiGs. Can still win, still have every chance to win as a stealth. Although it is looking super, super close. Okay, more defense being built up in the top left position. Does have worker shoes. Artillery platforms are going to be captured. Need to put that GAT on guard mode there and there to stop this, because that's going to be super annoying. But once again, though, GATs are going to move in, but without MiG support. Actually, the MiGs are coming. The MiGs are coming. Preemptively shoots down one of the tunnels. But again, a lot of people would have stayed just circling behind. And then as soon as there's a pop, then you go in and strike. But because he preemptively shot one of the tunnels, he was trying to go for a time, and he was trying to do a look. He was hoping that lift truck would pop from that one, and then it'd be an instant hit. And sometimes that's worth the risk. But if it had been circling there, lift truck wouldn't have popped. He would have been scared to pop, or if he did pop, he'd get punished by the MiGs. But yeah, still going insanely close. These two artillery platforms, like I said, if you ignore them, are just going to be super annoying. These trucks are now getting hit. Sneak attack and anthrax bomb can still massively change the game, massively end the game. Those MiGs are like the main strength for the China here. Like, gas going to be sniped and taken. Guy is also going to run off. Doesn't retain the chain gun upgrade, in case you were wondering. Yeah, I'm missing random sneaky flamers from low semi. I'd also like him to sell that war factory. Maybe even sell that prop if it's useless now, and just make a couple of flamers. A flamer here and a flamer here would be beautiful. Carpet bomb from low semi on this market again is not going to kill it though. Same thing as before. EMP doesn't really do anything. Apart from disables the Stinger and the Palace. But can the Palace still fire out? I don't think it can when it's disabled. But here comes the sneak, and the MiGs. Oh, actually for once on the other side of the map. It's going to be a pop of a few quads and GATs ECM. They are all stealth. MiGs coming in. Quite a nice-ish hit. But the MiGs are now going to get camped. Lift truck pushing in deeper with a few quads. Oh, that one steps on the mines. Okay, bit of a waste there from lift truck. Taking off now with the MiGs again. But those MiGs are going to get shot down quite easily. Yeah, they're getting veterancy and bounty money as well. GAT's now going back to deal with this. You don't want these getting any more veterancy, otherwise it's a game ender. So yeah, selling the buildings here is definitely a good idea. Bringing these ECMs in is good because you can disable these things. Although I think it takes longer to disable a Vet 3 unit than it does to disable a non-vetted unit. 3 markets in play for lift truck, plus she's getting the bounty money. Still trying to collect here, but yeah, he should have stopped that because the artillery platforms have been so annoying, like I said. Sneak attack's always a little bit weird. It has like an invisible machine gun on it or something that does a tiny little bit of damage there, you can see. At least it looks like it. Artillery platforms. I wonder if they're just going to win the game. Lift truck has money. Just needs to wait for another decent sneak, really. I mean, low semi does have carpet and artillery. Carpet could take out one of the markets down to the hole, just delay his economy a bit, and the artillery could take out one fully. Yeah, I personally think lift truck might have done enough to win now, despite a strong performance here from the China. Okay, lift truck loses radar, which is going to take away his mini-map for a second. He is trying to scan around. Maybe he's wanting to do a sneak. There we go. Flamer headed over to the left of all places, but he knows there's an aggressive tunnel over here. Yeah, battle bus is out. ECM's Jean Minkel. And is that an anthrax on top of the army? Gets shot down, actually. I think low semi's going to need an absolutely legendary carpet here. And this will probably be one of the final engagements, or maybe the final engagement. GAT's coming in, focusing on the quads. But I don't really think China can afford to lose this engagement, because lift truck is the one with the income. He's getting the bounty money, as you can see. And he is also collecting from the markets. That one's gone, though. I think there was one there before. So there's 3 now in play. Artillery coming in. But I think that's game over because the China vanilla has not a lot left. And it was actually the red player, RaDaR, who sent me this replay. So I assumed it was going to be a victory from him, because usually people want to show off their victories. But in this case, I think he's put up a hard fight, but he's actually... I would say this is a throw, as Fargo would say. There's too many times where giant armies have just been running into tunnels where the MiGs were just chilling at home. That's the long and short of it. And like that point up in the top left where them 2 workers were collecting and those GATs and whatever just charged into that tunnel, they didn't need to. They only needed to just guard here and just like shut down them workers, maybe kill that supply, and just camp out the GLA at that point. But too many times, yeah, the main thing here is GATs running into tunnels unsupervised. And I think they're probably talking among each other now. He is cash hacking. There's a Jean Michel just chilling. There's mines there. But there's no way, really, the China can win. Because even if the GLA just had 1 unit out, which is 1 quad, he could kill all of them and pick off all the buildings very, very slowly. There's nothing here. I mean, lift truck, of course, is just walking into mines. The China has absolutely nothing apart from mines. The lift truck walks onto the mines. Yeah, those quads are just going to clear up now. Yeah, this is a bit of a classic example of a throw, but I think it's just lack of whoa. Okay, he quit, but he knew lift truck had really won. I would say it's a bit of a throw, but it's a bit of a lack of experience. It did really well with China, but I actually do think China's pretty good on this map because it can get on 3 supplies, generally probably a little bit better and easier than the GLA, and to pump from the 3 war factories and just like kind of charge at places is actually kind of simple, and I wouldn't say easy because it's still difficult to run into the bunkers and a line of tunnels and a line of quads and stuff. But I do see China actually doing pretty well on this map, so I wouldn't go into it thinking, oh, you got like a 5% chance to win, because you definitely have more than that. And you saw when he had those giant GATs and ECM armies, too many times he's just running into tunnels unsupported by the MiGs, when actually what he needed was probably another at least 1 airfield, maybe even another 2, and focus on preserving those GATs and ECMs. Too many times they got wiped out and reset, and he still nearly won. But just imagine if he hadn't wasted those armies, like that one, especially at the top right when he ran into like 3 or 4 tunnels and a big quad pop and a battle bus. I don't even think 1 unit of the GLA went down, apart from the bus went down to the hole. But he did lose all of them GATs and ECMs. So just imagine a little bit of better preservation of those units. He also wouldn't give as much XP as Quick to Lift Truck by doing that as well. So that was definitely winnable 100%. But that's why we're watching these replays, to give tips and stuff to make people improve. And Low Semi, aka RaDaR, did definitely give Lift Truck, which Lift Truck is a really strong player. He definitely gave him a run for his money with the slightly weaker army on this map. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.